so you want to use the hundreds chart to solve our problem. So how far does the cyclist want to ride over 2 days?
92.
Are you sure that says 92?
62.
62. Okay. So what could we do to show the cyclist goal on the hundreds chart?
Circle 60.
Okay. So we know that the cyclist wants to do this over 2 days. You get to pick how far they ride on one day and how far they ride on the second day. So what could you pick for how far they're going to ride on the one day?
2 kilometers.
2 kilometers? Okay. So if they ride...
And 6.
So if... Now hold on. They're going to ride 2 kilometers on the first day. So how far are they going to ride on the second day?
6 kilometers.
Does 6 kilometers make sense? Because if I count 6...
60 kilometers.
Yeah, they're going to ride 2 kilometers and 60 kilometers. Now, would that be a fun bike ride if you only ride 2 kilometers on one day and 60 on the other?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one option. Could there be another option for the cyclist?
No.
There's no other options?
Ooh, run for 20.
Could ride for 20. So let's use a different color for that one. So let's see. So let's just hold on. Let's write it down. So let's take our pencil and let's write down. So on the first day, so let's do a number 1 for the first day. Now, I don't know if we want to write that big only because we're going to put a couple of answers down here. So how far are they going to ride on the first day? You said here.
2 kilometers.
And then how far on the second day?
And then on the second day, run 6.
Was 6 kilometers right?
60.
Yeah, 'cause what are we counting by when we go down the hundreds chart?
10.
Yeah, so what you did was 1, 2, 3 instead of, we would go what, 10?
20, 30, 40, 50.
Okay. So now you said, you first said that maybe there wasn't another option for them to ride, but then you said maybe they could ride 20 kilometers on the first day. So if they rode 20 kilometers on the first day, so let's do another one. And we'll write down. So if they ride their bike 20 kilometers on the first day, how far do they have to ride their bike on the second day?
We have like that. Some, I don't know. Maybe we did it.
Fantastic job. Do you think there's any other options? Do you want to come up with a couple more that you could show me?
Yeah, but not all because it would be too much, right?
It would be a lot if you did them all. So why don't you come up with a couple more for me, okay? Okay. So you told me here that I could run, could cycle 60 kilometers one day and 2 kilometers the other. Or 31 one day and 31 the other. Now you use base 10 blocks. Can you show me with the base 10 blocks how you figured that out?
At first, I got 6 tens.
Okay.
And then I got 2 ones. And then I thought that if you only had 60, that 30 and 30 make 60. So I did 30 and 30. And I broke the 2 in half to make 1 and 1. And that makes 31.
So are those the only 2 options the cyclist could ride their bike?
3. And there could be like maybe one on 5, 50 on one, and no, 52 on one, and another one, and then another 10 by itself.
Okay. Great job. And I love the way you wrote your answer to explain it, okay? Okay. So you solved how far the cyclist wants to ride their bike 62 kilometers over 2 days. Can you tell me what you did to figure out how far the cyclist could ride?
So he could ride, I circled 40 kilometers.
Okay.
Then I counted 10, 20, then 21, 22, 23.
Is that what you wrote though?
I mean 22.
Okay, so that was our first option. So you could ride the bike 40 kilometers on one day, and then the next day 22 kilometers. Then you came up with another one, 34 and 28. How did you do that?
So first I started at 34, then I counted 10, 20, 30, then I counted backwards to 29, then to 28.
Okay, so could you have found some other options too for the cyclist to ride?
Yeah,
Is there a lot of options possible?
yeah,
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
yeah. But there wasn't space to write on this
To do
and
more.
to do the others.
Well, you know what? I like your two answers. You did a fantastic job. Okay, good job, buddy.